We are talking about some storms this morning, clipping our northeastern counties, the heat and humidity. We have to talk about that as well. All of us will be sweating it out today. Let's get you on outside, show you what it looks like out at DFW Airport here this morning. 79 degrees. We're looking at there right now, so it's warm. It's muggy heading on out the door. Again, most of us will stay rain-free here for today, but as we take a look at radar here this morning, you see those thunderstorms that I mentioned moving into our northeastern counties. So we do have that one severe thunderstorm warning. We'll zoom in on that area, Fannin and Lamar counties. This goes until 5:45. We're talking about some gusty winds pushing toward Paris, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. Some penny-sized hail maybe as well. But the stronger part of this storm as it works its way south and east. So if you're in the path of this storm, just keep that in mind. We do have that warning for those strong winds, and that's the only cluster of storms that we're tracking across the area. You see that moves back towards Sherman, so that may be clipping up portions of McAllen County, getting on down into Hunt County as well a little bit later on this morning. So that's the lone thunderstorm warning that we have now, and this may be the only rain and storm activity that we see as we go through the day. Now we will see that dissipating. We'll get through most of the day dry. It's going to be hot and humid, but there may be another push of some late night, early morning thunderstorms, mainly north and east of Dallas and Fort Worth once again. So we'll have to watch what develops up into Oklahoma and pushing south over the Red River late tonight and early tomorrow. But right now, most of that should stay east of Dallas and Fort Worth. Again, the other story will be the heat and humidity. Now, we do have that slight risk still for some wind and hail. The 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail, so that is level 2 for the severe weather risk with the storms this morning, and then maybe those as we head late into tonight and early tomorrow morning as well. Now, the other story, again, will be those temperatures. As we look at those highs today, we're looking at some low mid-90s around for today, up around 94 heading over to Fort Worth, those lower 90s heading out to Denton, McKinney, and maybe some mid-upper 90s a little farther west. But once we factor in the humidity, we're going to have those gusty south winds, 15 to 25, and it is going to be very hot and humid today. Look at that heat index, maybe as hot as 106. That feels like temperature heading over to Dallas, maybe getting up to 108 to 109. That feels like temperature heading over to Fort Worth. And no heat advisory. That's well down to our south, down into central Texas. But yes, it is going to be hot and humid out there as we go through the day today. All right, here's that forecast, up around 93 for that high today. Slightly less warm as we head into tomorrow. We'll go with some low wind storm chances as well. And then as we get into the weekend, isolated to scattered activity with the showers and thunderstorms. We'll be looking at some lower 90s, low wind rain chances, and we're going to keep those temperatures on the warm side even as we get into next week, coming down a little bit into the upper 80s, and we may finally get into a stretch as we're looking at some dry weather for most of next week as well. All right.